What's up, y'all? It's Young Rizzy. I just jumped off the porch. We had Dirty Glove Bastards. You already know we live. It's the streets.
Run to the money like a track meet. All I know is count up on a Trhaplete. Trhaplete. 1600 on the neck.
Alright, Young Rizzy, welcome to DGB, man.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you feeling today?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Just trying to avoid the heat right now. Trying to stay cool.
Yeah, this heat wave is no joke in Atlanta right now, man. And so you're originally from Mattapan, right?
That's correct.
Which is in Boston.
That's correct. That's correct.
Can you try and paint a picture of what life is like there?
I actually laugh all the time whenever anybody asks me about Boston, because whenever anybody says they go there, I call it Touristville. That's where they go. You go downtown, you go to Fenway, you might see the Red Sox, and then you going out to Foxborough, maybe check the Patriots. All of that stuff is 20 minutes to an hour outside of the city. Okay. So it's like you never really came to the city. That's almost like saying you in Jonesboro, but you went all through Atlanta. No, you didn't. So I get a little bit of a laugh, but the reason I had to leave, well, I felt like I should leave. It was just too many ups and downs, too many trials and tribulations. A lot going on. My best friend got shot in front of me. To this day, I still don't know how I didn't get hit. Like, that was, I can't even begin to put that into words. So it really fucked me up mentally. You know what I mean? And then seeing him laying in his blood, and I still can't believe that he lived, because he got hit in the face and his eye was hanging. Oh, wow. So, you know what I mean? That's some shit that you watch in movies. Yeah. Now people don't actually go through that in real life, you know what I mean? So he actually lived, and then my little brother, well, he's actually my cousin, but I call him my little brother. We got that type of relationship. His name's Corny. He had got stabbed up when he was 16. He almost died, you know what I mean? And his story was so wild. He actually walked to a bus stop, leaking of blood, tried to get on the bus. The bus driver called the cops. You know what I mean? So got him to the police station, got him to the hospital, got himself together. So that was really a blessing that he even made it. So literally right there between little bro, best friend, that's two people that I care about the most, almost taken away, you know what I mean? So I felt like with all these trials and tribulations happening, I needed to move somewhere where I could evolve and do better. And from there, I basically focused on the music and linked up with Traedakidd, and everything started almost going like a snowball from there. Yeah. So how old were you when your best friend got shot? This happened about 3 years ago, so right now I'm 25, so when that happened I was 22, well 21 turning 22, so I was just turning 22. Yeah.
And so when did you move to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta when I was 23. Okay. So that was a permanent move. I was back and forth for a little while. Okay. So from the period of, I'd say around 19, 20, I was popping back and forth between, I had family members out here. I was trying to get into school out here, so I was trying to do some positive things out here because there was negativity happening at home. So it was back and forth, but made the permanent move a couple years ago. Yeah. And you just graduated from Morehouse, right? That is correct. So my story, I feel like I'm a 1%er. The reason I say that, I actually was kicked out of school. They had accused me of some type of firearm incident. I have no idea where that came from, but it stunned me a little bit and actually knocked me backwards. Off of that, I know a lot of people start to quit on you. They start to disbelieve in you. But everything worked out. It took me a couple years to get back in school, but actually ended up graduating. Got debt free, you know, that was all over the news, so that was super huge. And then in the process of me doing that, I ended up linking up with Traedakidd, getting some music done. I linked up with Young Maul, we got our video shoot done, and I linked up with Quill from Dipset. This is all in the process of me graduating. So now, boom, I just overcame my firearm charges. I just graduated from Morehouse College, and now I just released my first industry track with Traedakidd called Trhaplete. You know, I got the clothing line on, we got the website, trhaplete.com, but now everything's getting set up for the EP that's coming out in August, which features Truell, and it has Young Maul on there with the video. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's a global surprise. I feel like these are the type of opportunities a lot of people dream of. Just, I feel like anybody who hears my story, it's amazing. I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Anybody who's been in my surroundings, my environment, I'm not supposed to be here. All the different things. I mean, my bro calls me all the time from the unit. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So my little bro is currently arrested right now. He's currently going through a trial right now. They accusing him of shooting 5 people. I mean, he's innocent. He's not. But that's what they're accusing. So like when he calls me, a lot of times it gives me motivation. I might be going through a bad day, might be ups and downs. Snipes will call me, or Corny will call me. They'll give me a call, and I talk to Corny while he's on the unit. Now it's sad that I can't see him because he's locked up right now, but just to hear his voice is motivation. You know what I mean? And so, and then even when it came to like, what was crazy to me is like, people talk about like black unity and stuff like that, and unity. When I went to Morehouse, I was expecting like Spike Lee, you know, like, you know how the whole little, man, it was almost like a high school clique, you know what I mean?
Really?
And then everyone's like uppity, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, they want to listen to the music, they want to indulge in the culture, but anybody who's actually really in the culture, it's like, oh no, whoa, 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 you know what I mean? Even so many professors, what you want to do with your life? What you gonna do with yourself? You know what I mean? They see the tattoos, they see different things, and they automatically write you off. But it's like, listen, just because my vision and my plan is different from yours, that it might seem crazy to you, but my opportunities and your opportunities is different. So, but we here now, so that's.
So what did you major at Morehouse?
I was actually a double major, kinesiology and a music major.
Okay.
I wanted to study the mind and the body, because I feel like, I mean, that's essential to any type of success. And of course, the music, that's my first love, so.
All right, so yeah, going back to your graduation, the graduation speaker is the one who ended up
Robert Smith,
Robert Smith ended up paying off all the debt for the whole graduating class. How shocked were you when he made that announcement?
Honestly, this is gonna seem kind of funny. I actually didn't go to sleep the night before because I was so excited based off everything that I had went through. So I actually fell asleep during the graduation speech. Him making the announcement is what woke me up. Everybody screaming, going crazy, woke me up, and it was just a crazy moment to be a part of.
How much would you estimate your debt was?
I'd say anywhere between 60,000, close to 100,000. So I definitely needed it. I needed it. I don't know about nobody else, but I needed it.
So having that debt erased, what type of opportunities does that open up for you right now? So
me having that debt erased, I feel like that's opened up an opportunity for me to provide generational wealth to my family. A lot of people, you do the research when they graduate, they got an education, but they're so far in debt, they actually can never get to no type of financial literacy point, you know what I mean? No type of financial value. So I'm just blessed that I'm in a position now where I need to make the moves to put myself to be my own boss. So that way I can be in a financial standing and put the family in a position that they've never been in. And you mentioned you were kicked out of the school in 2015, right? That's correct, So, I got back in 2017. So you got back in 2017. How crazy is it to think about if you didn't get kicked out? I would have never all these little loans. So that's why I kind of laughed at it when it happened. It was kind of like, that was God's plan. I didn't know it was God's plan, but it was God's plan. And also when I got kicked out, that's when I met Trey over that period, while I got kicked out. So I would have never met Trey, would have never got the track done. And then that probably would have never led to True L or Maul. So it was kind of like God had to take me away from one thing to get me ready for this, and then get me ready for this, and now everything's coming together. That's pretty crazy, you know. All right, so when did you become interested in making music? I've really been interested in music forever. I didn't get serious with my music career until I got kicked out of school. Once I got kicked out, at that point my mind said, well listen, it wasn't no guarantee that I wasn't going to get back in, because I was still going through all the courts and all the bullshit with them. So it wasn't no guarantee I was going to get back in, period. So I said, you know what, I got this talent. You know what I mean? I got other artists who are already established that's trying to work with me. Other people wish they had that opportunity. Let me go ahead on and take advantage of it. Because the last thing you want to do is live your life and get older and think, well, I had this opportunity to do this, this, and that, but I didn't take it. What? People dream of this opportunity and you got it in front of you, you're not going to take it? That's kind of selfish if you ask me. All right. So who were some of your favorite rappers growing up then? Who were you listening to? Growing up, I would say I'm kind of old school. I'd listen to a lot of Snoop. R.I.P. I listen to Biggie. I love Biggie. Yeah, I'm basically old school. And then if we go to moderate now, I listen to a lot of GHerbo, a lot of Young Dolph,
Yeah.
a lot of Lil Baby. I'd say that'd be my top 3.
Yeah.
Got relatable stories. So
You just relate to those 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's the message in your music?
The message in my music is no matter how much adversity life hits you with, no matter how many issues you go through, as long as you got a plan and you continue to grind and you believe, you can get there, even though everybody else might not believe until you're there.
Yeah.
Don't never give up.
Yeah. All right. And can you try and describe the sound of your music?
I would say the sound of my music would be honestly, I say it's a mixture. It's a little bit of the Atlanta sound with a little bit of the New York kind of sound, and it's mixed together. So it gives you a perfect blend of the North with the South.
Yeah, yeah. What do you look for when you're picking out beats?
I look for what I call thumpers. What I call by thumpers, that's when the 808s is really hitting and they knocking.
Yeah.
When the beat play, if everybody ain't like this right here, I don't need it.
You don't need it.
Nah.
All right, so let's talk about your new single, Trhaplete. That's out right now. That features Traedakidd.
Yep.
So how did you link up with Trey for the song?
Well, like I said, I went through an unfortunate event when I was kicked out of school, but over that time I was working with different music. We actually began chopping it up. He's from Boston as well, so you know, he's currently in Cali doing big things, doing great things. So he reached out, we began forming our relationship right then and there, and he was just excited to see another person from his town with talent. So we had common interests, and once we got together, everything kind of just flowed. I almost felt like I was right where I was meant to be.
Yeah. Did you guys work in the studio together on that song? Okay. And who produced that song?
A&P. I have a producer named A&P. He's actually out in Cali. He just went to school for all of this. He just graduated a couple months ago. Shout out to A&P. But great producer.
Yeah.
Him, Young Rizzy, and Kid Boo. Those would be my 3 main producers. Also, shout out to I Am Mario Beats. He produced Across the Country for Amigos.
Yeah.
Just got a couple exclusive beats from him. Some nice surprises coming with that. I can't even tell, but y'all stay tuned with that. Y'all stay tuned.
All right. And you got the video out for Trhaplete too.
That's correct. The video's
how's the
out.
feedback been so far?
Videos, it's been pretty good. I mean, people's been hitting me up. I got to post a little bit of love from Say Cheese over it. So different people have been hitting me up saying congrats. You know how life is. People don't really hear you until they see things.
Nah, that's real. All right. And you previewed this other song and video called No Competition.
That's correct.
Features Young Maul.
That's correct.
Why did you choose to link up with Maul?
Well, I felt like, one, our styles are very similar.
Okay.
He's literally just a southern version of my style.
Okay.
And what my brand represents with the Trhaplete, what his brand represents with the grinding from the mud, I just felt like the two was paired together. And then once the music got, it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
When do you plan on releasing that song and video?
that song and video will come out with the EP. Trhaplete EP will be released. I plan on it the first week of August.
Okay. Okay. So this summer. All right. And you filmed that video on camera?
Yes, I did.
What was that like going out to Candler?
It was actually pretty cool. I mean, anytime I get to be around real niggas, I'm kind of in my element. You know, I kind of just get to relax. I don't have to be something that I'm not. I don't have to try to perk her up or anything. I can kind of just be myself. So that whole element was cool. It was cool to get the footage done, the video done, and cool to really vibe out. Really, to be honest, it's gonna seem kind of crazy, but while we was in the shoot and me and Ma was talking, I was telling him this might seem wild, but I kind of feel like I'm where I always knew I was gonna be. You know what I mean? People told me I was crazy, but I kind of knew that those moments was gonna happen. I just had to stick to the vision, and so yeah.
All right. So how does Atlanta compare to back home?
I would say the biggest thing about Atlanta, one, is the weather. Whew. Y'all so lucky y'all don't know what snow is. The weather, for one. And then for two, I'd say it's the fact that you got so many different people from all over that's here. So you got so much different networking and so many different opportunities. The culture and the vibe is entrepreneurship. Is you can start your own business and be great, as opposed to other places is you can be a worker. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to go where your spirit tells you to go.
Yeah, you adapted pretty easily here?
Yeah.
You plan on continue living here in Atlanta now that you finished with school though?
Yeah, I do plan on continuing to stay here. Basically at this point right now, not only do I have an EP, I got an album done, but I think I'm gonna hold off on the album until next May, next Morehouse graduation. I'm gonna release the album. I did a lot of work with 1017. I even got some surprises with Hoodrich coming, Quill. But you know, I gotta keep everything quiet until it's time to get released, so that you guys can enjoy the surprises. But stay tuned, it's a lot of 1017 work coming. It's a ton of 1017 work coming.
All right, so let's talk about this EP. You're dropping in August, once again called Trhaplete.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on this project?
Well, this project I've been working on for a year and some change. I'd say about 18 months. It's gonna have 7 tracks. It's gonna have 3 features, 4 solos. It took a lot of work to get those connections for that. So just you guys stay tuned. You're gonna really enjoy it. The visuals is amazing. You guys are gonna have fun.
All right. What should fans expect to hear on this project?
So what you guys can expect to hear is a story about grinding, something that y'all can relate to, as every day we get up, we go through our daily grinds to accomplish our goals, whatever that may be. So when indulging into this project, I wanted it to make you motivate yourself to grind. I wanted it to be your motivation day by day as you go through your steps of life.
Yeah. And what producers did you work with on this EP?
On this EP, we got our same producers. We got, of course, we got AMP, we got GHerbo. In addition to AMP and GHerbo, we got Manny. Manny actually produced the No Competition, so that was his first track that he produced for me. So that's gonna be a big one. So
where's he from?
He's actually from Boston.
Okay.
He's actually from Boston. I was gonna put the Mario Beats track on the EP.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I think I want to save that for the album. I'll save that for the album.
I got you. All right, what's going to be the next single on this EP? You got Trhaplete out now. Is it going to be No Competition?
I believe so. The next single is. I was debating between should I do My Block with Truel or should I do the No Competition, because you know you got the Dipset with the older vibes, and then you got the 1017 with more urban, with more younger vibes. So I was kind of debating which one, but I'm leaning towards the No Competition. I'm gonna release that and release the EP with it, and then maybe a couple weeks later, I'll hit you with the Dipset surprise.
Yeah, I got you. So, what was it like working with Truel on that record?
It was actually pretty great. Actually, the dopest thing about it was he really took me under as a mentor. You know what I mean? It broke down a lot of things to the game that I needed to know. Told me about experiences that he's been through, things that he's been through. So it was great just to listen to that expertise, hear different things. And then he talked about, you know, of course when the EP comes out, he wants to perform with me a couple times, so different performance opportunities. So I'm actually excited about that, and it was just great building that relationship. So I wanted to have the OGs and the youngins film me, so it was great to build that relationship.
And you shot a video for that song too, right?
That's correct. We shot that out here too.
Yeah. Okay. When do you plan on dropping that video? Probably a little after the EP then?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. What are your expectations for this EP?
My expectations for this EP, I plan to put the world on notice with this EP, with this release. I know I'm gonna shock a lot of people. I know I've already shocked a lot of people, so it's gonna continue. And with that being said, I plan to get a lot of love from this, and I plan on I want to bring some type of credibility to the North, just like how the South has. But at the same time, I don't plan on leaving though. This is where I will be at.
Yeah. Do you think you could make an impact up there while being down here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That has been the conversation that I've had with myself so many times. Like, should I stay home? Should I be here? Should I stay home? But at the end of the day, I feel like if I was at home, I wouldn't have this EP about to be released. So I wouldn't have the clothing line.
Yeah.
I still have ideas in my head that weren't reality. So I don't want to go back to that point.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so let's talk about the clothing line, Trhaplete you got. Why'd you decide to do a clothing line for this?
So with the clothing line, I felt like for one, it was mandatory. Anytime you're doing anything with music, you need merchandise. That's just, the two go hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Second, a lot of trappers want to be athletes, and a lot of athletes want to be hustlers. So I mixed the two together. I mixed the trap with the athlete. That's why I spelled TRH, because athlete's ATH.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring the two together since the two was already so intertwined. So, yeah, a lot of people have been liking the ideas. It's different, so I'm just glad to be receiving the positive energy and can bring the vision to life.
Yeah. What do you have available right now? Shirts and hoodies, or?
We got shirts, we got hoodies, we have sweatpants.
Okay.
We have sweaters, we have hats, we have backpacks. Yeah, so check us out at Trhaplete.com, and pretty sure you'll be satisfied. We also have some new designs coming when the EP drops, so stay tuned for those too.
Got some things for the women too?
Yes, we do. They actually been loving the pink shirts that we got.
Yeah.
We got some pink shirts. They've been loving them. Thank you, ladies, for your support. I highly appreciate it too.
Now, you going to continue this clothesline even after the EP, or are you going to switch it up?
I'm going to continue the clothesline after the EP, definitely.
With the Trhaplete and everything?
Definitely.
Okay, I got you. All right, what are some of your goals for the rest of 2019? So
my goals for the rest of 2019 is, well, one, I want to make sure that EP is dropped the right way and promoted the right way. But after that, rest of my goals for the rest of the year is really just continuing on the grind and continuing the elevation. I feel like life's all about the moves that you make, what you're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about what you think you're gonna do, what you wish you could do. It's all about what you're doing. So right now, I just want to stay focused and continue to do all the things that they told me I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's my goal for the rest of 2019.
I got you. Are there any artists or producers you would love to work with in the future?
Oh, absolutely.
Who's on your bucket list of collabs?
If I could, honestly, at that point when I feel like I've done it, if I can get a GHerbo feature, I get a track with GHerbo. That's been my favorite artist before rap. Like,
what is it about GHerbo you like? I know you mentioned you could relate to him.
It's the fact that it's real. Like when you listen to his music, he talks about a lot of moments that you wouldn't be able to talk about unless you actually went through those moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anybody who had to hustle, who had to put their back to the wall, they understand what he's talking about. And not everybody can paint those pictures in that way.
Yeah.
So when he speak, you feel it in your heart. You don't just bob. Some rappers spit, you like, oh, that's hard, it's fire, you bobbing. But when he rap, not only do you bob, but your heart be like, whoo. So yeah, I need that. He speak that pain for the streets. I love him.
Yeah. All right, if you could work with GHerbo, who would you get to do the beat? Would you go into his world, or would you make him come into yours, or?
Man, that's hard right there, man. That's hard. I might go to his camp. I might go to his camp. Cause I like the beats that he be on. So
maybe some Southside.
Yeah,
really up tempo.
Yeah. Why not? You gotta collab with the greats. Why not?
Yeah. All right, Young Rizzy. What else you working on? You got the EP coming out in August. Got the clothing line.
I'm also working on that album, even though I don't plan on dropping that for a year. Yeah. I'm already working now. I feel like you gotta work on stuff ahead if you want to be on time with it. So, as far as the tracks for it, it's already done. But I'm working on getting everything exactly how I want it as a perfectionist, and then getting videos together, thinking about what type of press runs I want, different stuff like that. So really I feel like a full-time businessman right now. I'm working on so much, man. It's
life as a rapper, man.
Yeah.
Get used to it. It's never ending.
Yeah, it's a little stressful, but I mean, it's what you signed up for. I'd rather be living my dreams than to be doing something where I hate my life. So
yeah, no, that's real. All right, anything else you want to add?
I just want to let everybody know, no matter what you're going through, it don't matter if you don't got your job, your girl left you, family member died, shootouts, robberies, no matter what it is that you done been through, cases, you can be great and you can overcome because that's your story. Once you get there, everybody wants to hear about the story, but when you're going through it, nobody wants to be a part of it. So, never give up.
Trhaplete, bunch of running up like a Trhaplete. All we do is flex, we Trhaplete. Bag at the bag like a Trhaplete. Trhaplete. Only doubt box when I smoke weed. Tell my bitches roll on roll weed. Loudest of the loud, won't do green. Everywhere we go, it's a move.